education. I am your host, Natasha Lee.
Hello and welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome to this live commentary. Unfortunately, Rurian is not here, but I'll try to do my best to update you as it relates to what is happening in the game. Right now, I can tell you 10 minutes, 11 minutes have passed, and it's Glenmuir leading 3 goals to 0. All right, so the first goal came from Aurel Miller in the second minute, and then we had Kyle Gordon, scoring there 2 goals. So Kyle Gordon is the captain, and so I'll just take you on as it relates to what is happening as best as I can. All right. So right now the play is paused, so the whistle is on, so the game is going again. And it's Glenmuir with possession. And this looks like half side here. All right. But again, so right now Glenmuir leads 6 goals to 0 on aggregate. All right. So just to let you know, and this game is being played at the Glenmuir High School. So hello to all the Glenmuir High School students and the Glenmuir High School family. And hello to Morant Bay. So if you're tuned in, welcome. Please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button as well. All right, so it's Glenmuir right now on 3 goals and Morant Bay 0. And on aggregate, Glenmuir leads 6 goals to 0. All right, so right now, Morant Bay is with possession, loses possession to Glenmuir. And Glenmuir is passing that ball down, and Morant Bay, good defending there. Back with Glenmuir High School, and cross comes in and broken up by Morant Bay High School. So welcome guys. So right now it is Glenmuir leading this one 3 goals to 0, and on aggregate leading 6 goals to 0. And fortunately, Ruren is not here right now, so we'll try our best to monitor the chat as best as possible and to update you as this match continues. So, all right, so the ball right now is with Morant Bay. All right, the Morant Bay goalkeeper here. Welcome. All right, there's a whistle on the play there. So again, soon I'll be sharing some more updates with you as well. But because I am monitoring everything today, it's just a little bit challenging. But if you're just tuning in, it's 3 goals to 0 in favor of Glenmuir High School in this one. And Glenmuir now leads 6 goals to 0 on aggregate. So free kick taken there, and a good save there by the Morant Bay goalkeeper. Not much of an issue there for him with that one. All right, so welcome. All right, so welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome. I'm just trying to get this feed out as well. So welcome, guys. All right, so Glenmuir just took a shot there, but wasn't successful. But Glenmuir is pretty much dominating this game right now. All right, so it is a throw-in for Morant Bay right now. All right, so Morant Bay here trying to get closer to the box there, but broken up by the Glenmuir player. And a throw now for Morant Bay, and they're coming forward, good cross. But player not there to take that, so broken up by Glenmuir, and Glenmuir is advancing now. All right, and we see a good cross there over to the number 17. And let us see what happens. And trying to make a pass here, broken up by Morant Bay. All right, so Morant Bay now is advancing. So number 10 there, good cross. And let us see what happens if Morant Bay is able to respond actually to these 3 goals. And so the player has been forced from the danger area, takes a shot there, but you know, no troubles for the Glenmuir goalkeeper with that one. All right, so welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome. And so Glenmuir now is advancing, trying to advance at least into Morant's base half. All right, and let's see now. Making some short passes here. Not getting the opportunity to go beyond the center line right now. That is Glenmuir. And they're trying to advance very close to the center line, and good defending there by Morant Bay. And let's see, that's a throw in for Morant Bay right now. And this looks like a throw now for Glenmuir. All right, so welcome if you're just tuning in. Glenmuir leads this one 6-0 on aggregate. All right, so this is the return leg here for this one between Glenmuir and Morant Bay High School. All right, so some shoving here. And Glenmuir is trying to advance beyond the center line right now. And let's see, Morant Bay is very strong right here on the defense, and now a throw in for Morant Bay High School. And let us see, Glenmuir doing well there to clear that one. So no troubles for the Glenmuir team there. And let us see now, there's going to be a throw in perhaps for Glenmuir, based on the fact that the players are moving. Okay, good. So it's a throw in for Glenmuir. Looks like it's raining there in Clarendon. Seeing a few umbrellas out. Seeing a lot of Glenmuir students there, definitely supporting, you know, their colleagues in this one. The match is being played at Glenmuir High School, and now it's a half side. The number 24, Akeem Saunders here trying to advance, but no, that's a half side call there. And now let's see what happens. Morant Bay trying to play this one down, and they do that deep into Glenmuir's half, but the defenders, the Glenmuir High School defenders, they're keeping this one on tabs there. So now Glenmuir is trying to advance. And they're just trying to get closer to the middle of the park. And now they're over into Morant's base. Good cross and Cummins. And it's another goal for Glenmuir High School. That was a very good cross. A very good cross. So it's another goal for Glenmuir High School. So Cummins there, taking that one, getting that goal. So DeAndre Johnson, you know, was a very good cross there. Yes, so the Glenmuir passes there, very good, very clear, very clean. All right, so it's now 4 goals. And right now, you know, so this was the 4th goal here coming from Cummins. So it's 4-0. And again, we're seeing Glenmuir is just dominating this one. So with 21 minutes now gone in this one. And it's going to be another cross from Johnson. And a short one taken. And it looks like it's going to be a corner now for Glenmuir. All right, so welcome. If you're just tuning in, it's Glenmuir High 4. And they're leading this match 4-0. So with Morant Bay, so on aggregate, Glenmuir is leading 7-0. All right, so welcome if you're just tuning in. We can only provide you with live commentary, and I'm trying to do my best because Ruren is not here. Cross comes in and it goes out. So this looks like it's going to be a goal kick for Morant Bay. So let's see how this one, you know, plays out. So Glenmuir here doing, you know, very, very well in this first few minutes. So Glenmuir right now in the middle of the park and just trying to move forward. There's a whistle on play right now. So just waiting for this game. All right, so the ball is in Glenmuir's half and they're trying to advance right now. So just moving around right now in Glenmuir's half. So the Glenmuir players are just, I guess, trying to move forward. And the Morant Bay defenders are there trying to prevent them from advancing right now. All right. So lots going on right now. Glenmuir is leading 4-0. Welcome, guys. We can only provide you with live commentary, and I'm trying to fill some big shoes here. So Morant Bay here trying to advance, gives away possession here to Glenmuir. Glenmuir now advancing and gives away possession to Morant Bay, and it's back with Glenmuir High School, back with Morant Bay, and now Glenmuir, and back with Morant Bay in their half. So this is the number 10 playing it to their goalkeeper there, and ball sends out right about the center right here in the middle of the park, and Morant Bay is advancing, and that's a good pass there. And let's see, and that is broken up right there in the box by the Glenmuir defender, and it's a corner for Morant Bay. So let us see, you know, these set plays, they're usually very good. So let us see what will happen there. And let us see what Morant Bay does with this corner. Corner comes in and it's out by Glenmuir. All right, so no troubles there for the Glenmuir goalkeeper, and the number 10 from Morant Bay is trying to advance and not getting the opportunity to make that pass. So the Glenmuir players They're right there in their numbers, and now Glenmuir is trying to advance. And good pass there, just going long shot to the Morant Bay goalkeeper. So welcome, welcome, guys. Remember to support your team. Let us know in the chat who you're supporting. And remember to give this live a like and share, you know. And look at Glenmuir here going, but broken up by Morant Bay High School. And a goal kick there taken by Morant Bay. Lands in the center. And Morant Bay trying to advance there. Good cross, row and shot. Good shot, but well defended by Glenmuir. So blocked there. There's a whistle on the play. So let's see what is happening here right now. The number 11 of Morant Bay High School is down. See the referee there going over. Looking at the replay. Okay. Blackwood there seemed to be the guilty person from Glenmuir. So let us see. And he gets a yellow card. So Blackwood from Glenmuir picks up a yellow card for this one. And it's going to be a free kick for Morant Bay here, just outside the box. So let us see what they do with this set play right now. So right now it's Glenmuir 4 and Morant Bay 0. And Glenmuir players, they are positioning themselves, and we can see the Morant Bay players there too. So let us see what happens with this free kick. All right, free kick taken, long shot, and it goes over the goalpost. All right, so no worries there over the top. No worries for Glenmuir with that one. All right, so the ball is back in play with Glenmuir. Right now in cruise control at the center, almost at the center. So they're back now, trying to look a way to advance. Ball played back to their goalkeeper. And so they're just comfortable moving around right now. Welcome, Vivian. The score is Glenmuir 4 and Morant Bay 0. And Glenmuir leads 7-0 on aggregate. So this is a return leg, all right? The second leg. All right, so Johnson here, very close to the middle of the park, and Glenmuir is advancing there. Tackle there, not hearing any whistle. So did well to get that ball out, and a throw in here, it looks like, for Morant Bay. And let us see Glenmuir intercepting this one. Forced to pass the ball back into their half. So good defending there by Morant Bay. And with Blackwood right now, good cross there. And this looks like an offside position. All right. Yep, that is it. Whistle is up. But welcome, guys. We're doing our best to provide you with live commentary. We cannot show you the video, but we can definitely share with you what is happening. And usually it's not me doing this, so I'm just trying to do my best here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Voices in Education. This is a safe space where we share and learn from each other. So right now it's schoolboy football, and we're sharing as best as we can. All right, so welcome. Please remember to hit the like button and also hit the subscription button so that you can become a part of our community, our family. And by the way, I am a country girl, you know, so actually Glenmuir is one of my teams and Central High School. And so, you know, I am just here watching this one. But Glenmuir seems to have, you know, very good control of what is happening. So far, Glenmuir, though, they have had 6 offsides compared to Morant Bay with none. All right, but we're seeing Glenmuir here. They're just in their own half, just cruising. So nothing much here going on right now. They're trying to advance. And now they're over into Morant Bay's half, but that ball was intercepted there. All right, so we see Glenmuir there with a cross and Cummins now. Good crossover. And let us see what's happening. There's a whistle on the play. So apparently that ball went out and it's going to be, let us see what's going to happen here. Okay, it looks like a free kick for Morant Bay. All right. All right, and intercepted by Glenmuir there. So free kick taken, intercepted by Glenmuir. Now back with Morant Bay high. And let me see Glenmuir intercepting that one. It goes out. And this looks like a throw-in for Morant Bay High School. Taken, and they're trying to go forward there. And good defending there by Glenmuir to ease to prevent that one from, you know, moving any closer to goal. All right, so we're seeing here Glenmuir about at the center of the park there and just trying to cruise to get this over into Morant Bay's half. And good pass, but intercepted by Morant Bay. So some good defending there from Morant Bay. And Glenmuir is in possession, just about the center of the park, trying to get further, but now they're back into their own half, and it goes back all the way to the goalkeeper here. So Glenmuir is kind of cruising here right now, taking it easy. And guess they know where they stand in the context of, you know, position and moving forward. So not too much of a problem here for Morant Bay. A player is down. There's a whistle on play. And let me see, Blackwood here is being spoken to by the referee. He has a yellow card already, so perhaps, you know, the coach might want to take off Blackwood at some point. Let us see. So we're just seeing that. And I'm wondering why that wasn't a yellow card there, but I guess the referee is extending some compassion there. But, you know, Blackwood should have gotten perhaps another yellow card there. But, you know, I am not the referee. I'm just looking and sharing what I am seeing from my perspective. All right. So welcome, welcome if you're just tuning in. So Glenmuir here, they're just in their half cruising. And nothing eventful is happening right now. So they're trying to advance the play. They're very close to the center, intercepted by Morant Bay. Morant Bay going down. Good cross there and in the box. And let us see. Tries from afar, but, you know, no worries there for the goalkeeper. So that cross wasn't a good one. Well, you know, in terms of the pace. All right, so Glenmuir going forward right now, and that play is intercepted by Morant Bay. There's a whistle on the play here. And let us see what is going to happen here. Okay, it looks like a free kick for Morant Bay. All right, so Morant Bay gets a free kick here in their half. And they're now cruising, but they need to go in overdrive right now, given the score line. All right, so welcome, welcome. It's 4-0 in favor of Glenmuir. All right, and we see Morant Bay here. Glenmuir gets a good shot, and woo, good defending there by Morant Bay. And let us see what this is. All right, good there from Morant Bay to get this one out of the danger zone. All right, so let us see. Quick throw there from Morant Bay. Ball is now with Glenmuir. And Glenmuir there, playing it to in their half there. And let us see what's happening here. Long ball over to Morant Bay custodian, and is going to just paste this one all the way down to about the center of the park here. All right, and the ball is out, and it looks like it's going to be a throw-in for Glenmuir, just about the center line there. And we see that there's a change being made. Blackwood is coming off, and that's a good substitution because, and now we have Brandon Wallace coming in for Blackwood. And I was wondering too, he's on a yellow. If you need him, you know, perhaps try to get him out. And so Blackwood is now off, and we see Wallace coming on. All right, so welcome, welcome. And Morant Bay now making a substitution. Looks like it's going to be a double substitution here being made by Morant Bay. So let us see if this changes, if this substitution will change the nature of the game, especially for Morant Bay. They need to, I guess, get in overdrive right now. All right, so we're just seeing not too much right now. Glenmuir was advancing here. And let us see, it's now a throw-in for Glenmuir. And this is all the way in Morant Bay's half here. So 37 minutes have gone in this game here. So it's the first half. And nothing much here going. But the ball is right now about in the center of the park, and Glenmuir with possession. And they're trying to advance here, but just about in the center of the park. And now they're over into Morant Bay's off. This looks like, let's see if this is going to be a half side. No, good cross comes over. And it's an opportunity for Glenmuir to score, and not so. And now, good defending by the goalkeeper from Morant Bay to keep this one out. Glenmuir had about 3 chances here with this cross, and they were denied. All right, so lots of action there with that cross. All right, and so, you know, that was a good one, a good save there from the keeper there of Morant Bay High. All right, so that was a good one for Morant Bay there. Welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, right now it's Glenmuir High 4, Morant Bay 0, but Glenmuir leads 7-0 on aggregate. All right, so this is the return leg. All right, so guys, just stay tuned for further updates. I'll be right back. if you're just tuning in, it is Glenmuir on 4 and Morant Bay 0. All right. So I'm just trying to give you updates as best as I can. So Glenmuir is pretty much dominating this one for sure. Lots of shots here. And perhaps they're going to get another goal or so before this first half, comes to an end. So again, Glenmuir is taking a corner here. Good intercepting there from Morant Bay, but it's back with Glenmuir. And they take a shot and it's another goal. No offside flag comes up. So the flag is up. So perhaps not. No. All right. So that was not. All right. So not a goal there. Still 4-0. All right. So that was the half side flag there. So Morant Bay with possession here. And they're trying to get over into Glenmuir's half. And they're just about at the center of the park there. And right now, Glenmuir is trying to advance. And they're just about the center of the park. Ball played back into their half. And Glenmuir seemed to be cruising there. And very close to the center of the park. They're now going deeper into their half. That one goes out. And it's going to be a throw-in for Morant Bay. All right, so throw taken. All right, and right now we're seeing Glenmuir with possession very close to the center of the park there. And let us see, they're trying to get over into Morant Bay's half. And let us see here. Keeper comes out and no worries there. And Glenmuir, they're still into their half here. There's a whistle on the play. The number 10 player from Morant Bay is down. And it's going to be a free kick here for Morant Bay High. And long kick taken deep into Glenmuir's half. And Glenmuir is there trying to prevent Morant Bay from capitalizing on that pass. And so Glenmuir here, they've been defending very well. So now they're moving forward into Morant Bay's off, pretty much there at the center of the park. And very much there. So Glenmuir there going back, but very, very, in the center, they're trying to advance. Now they get an opportunity. And let us see, Johnson here gets the opportunity to score and poor pass. And it looks like it's in. Yes, it is in. Looks like there was a little deflection there, but it's in. All right, so Johnson gets one, and now it's Glenmuir High 5. And I'm just looking at this replay here because at one point it looks as if it was not going in, and then, yes, it was right in. So that looks like the number 8 of Glenmuir High School. So Glenmuir gets another goal, and it's, exciting stuff here. So that was by Johnson, Johnson there in the 45th minute, getting that 5th goal for Glenmuir. All right, so it is now Glenmuir 5 and Morant Bay 0. All right, so welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, remember to hit the like button, the subscription button as well. And it's the end of the first half, all right? And so right now it's Glenmuir 5 and Morant Bay 0. All right, so it's 5 goals there for Glenmuir in this first half. And Morant Bay is yet to show up in this one. This is a very, dominant performance from Glenmuir right here with this one for sure. And, the captain there, scoring, I believe, twice for Glenmuir. All right, so lots here. And, it's a lot for Morant Bay having traveled so far to Clarendon. So this game is being played at the Glenmuir High School. And it's halftime right there at Glenmuir. And it's Glenmuir 5, Morant Bay 0. Stick and stay. And now is the time for you to just, call in and share your views. If you would like, I'm just trying to get the number on screen. So if you'd like to, call in and share, you can definitely do that. As soon as I get the match statistics for this very first half, I'll definitely share with you. But right now it is Glenmuir leading 5 goals to 0 in this one. And on aggregate, Glenmuir is leading 8 goals to 0. All right, so welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, remember to hit the like button and close this live and hit the subscription button as well. Turn on your post notification so that you do not miss any updates. So it's the end of the first half and it is Glenmuir leading 5 goals to 0. What are your views on this game? And guys, support your school. Win, lose, or draw. The students, they work hard, they have waited, for this moment. And we just need to do our best in terms of showing up and support them in whatever way we can. All right. So welcome, welcome. Don't be afraid to comment in the live chat as well. All right, so it's pretty much the halftime right now. And I'm just going to go to a little break because I'm not seeing any new comments right now. And I'm just waiting to see if I'll get some statistics here for this one, for the first half to share with you guys. So let us see if that is going to, we're going to get that information. We should. So we're just awaiting that. All right. And then I'll be able to share with you. So I'm not sure if Ruan will get here for the second half. All right. So we're at Glenmuir High School. And it is 5 goals right now for Glenmuir. 5 goals to 0. So Glenmuir is leading this one. Clarendon versus St. Thomas, Glenmuir versus Morant Bay. All right, so in the very first, the second minute of the game, Glenmuir scored. All right. So Glenmuir scored in the second minute there from Miller. And then I believe there was a penalty and Kyle Gordon got that one. And Kyle is the captain, I believe. And then the third goal, Kyle Gordon again. All right. And that was converted into another goal. Then there was Tajon Cummins' goal there. And Justin as well. So 5 goals, for Glenmuir there. And the color red team doing well. All right, guys, remember to hit the like button. Don't be afraid and let me know. Are you color red? Are you supporting Morant Bay High School? Would love to hear from you in the chat there. Don't be afraid to share in the chat. All right. welcome if you're just tuning in. Arcade Gamer, welcome. I'm just going to let you know. So the first half here, Sets is leading Irwin High, 1-0. All right, so Sets is leading that one goal to nil. Let me just share with you the statistics for the first half in this one that we have just, witnessed. So in terms of shots, Glenmuir High at 15, Morant Bay 5, shots on target, 8 going to Glenmuir, and 1 for Morant Bay, fouls 5 for Glenmuir, 3 for Morant Bay. I am seeing no yellow cards, but I believe a Glenmuir High School player got a yellow card here. Offside, 7 for Glenmuir, none for Morant Bay. Corners, 3 for Glenmuir, 1 for Morant Bay. Saves, 1 for Glenmuir, 4 for Morant Bay. And in the context of possession, 60% for Glenmuir and 40% for Morant Bay. And so one can pretty much, see based on the game too. So it's 5 goals, for Glenmuir here. And again, this match is being played at Glenmuir High School in Clarendon. So hello to all the people tuned in from Clarendon. Hello to all the people tuned in from St. Thomas. All right, so let me know in the chat where you're watching from. If you're, listening to us from, wherever you're listening to us from, Jamaica, outside of Jamaica, would love to hear from you. So right now we're going to go to a short break, right? And we'll get ready for the second half. All right, so stay tuned, stick and stay, guys, and hit the subscription button, while we get back to the second half when that is ready for us. All right, thank you so much for being here. Stay tuned. All right, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, the second half is about to get started. And guys, please remember to hit the like button and the subscription button. Voices in Education is a safe space where we can share and learn from each other. And right now we're sharing about, the Costa Cup. And, it's Glenmuir and Morant Bay here playing in this one. Glenmuir leads right now this game 5-0. And overall, Glenmuir is leading 8-0 on aggregate. So welcome, welcome. If you're Team Glenmuir, let me know in the chat. Team Morant Bay, let me know in the chat as well. All right, so don't be afraid to share away in the chat and invite persons to come on over. We're doing our best. We can only show you, we can only give you, live commentary updates. And I'm trying to fill some big shoes here, but I am doing my best. I'm just walking in my own shoes. All right. So Ruan is not here. And I'm not sure if he'll get the opportunity to join us for this one. But that is it sometimes. And second half action has started now. All right, so I'll just keep you up to date as to what is happening here. So Glenmuir made a substitution here. I believe Tejon Cummins is out, and Tejon got a goal there. And let us see. So 2 changes made at the half for Glenmuir, and look at Glenmuir advancing, and let us see what happens there. Good defending there from Morant Bay to get that one out, and it's going to be a corner kick. It should be a corner kick here for Glenmuir High. And so, sometimes we have to focus too on these set plays and see what will happen from them. All right, so corner kick, a very short one taken here. And again, the cross comes over and good clearing, but still with Glenmuir, and danger is averted. So the ball is out. And now in the center of the park, and Glenmuir is trying to get this back up. All right, and let us see here. Still around the center of the park here. Glenmuir now trying to move closer and this looks like a half side. Oh no, a player is down. A player is down from Morant Bay. All right, so let us see. Player is assisted up by the referee, and it's a free kick for Morant Bay in Glenmuir's half here. And just waiting for the kick to be taken. Kick taken. And that one is taken by Goulburn. Heads go up. And call going against, let's see here. Looks like Glenmuir here. All right. So the call going against Glenmuir, it appears here. Let us just look back on this one. Player going down. And it's going to be a free kick for Morant Bay. And it's close to the box. Glenmuir building their wall here. And the referee putting the marker there. Okay, 10 yards away from the kick. So the players, and so this one could be some troubles from Glenmuir. So let us see what will happen with the set one. And it's a long shot over just off the upright there of the keeper. So that was a good, a good save there. That was a very good strike there from the Morant Bay. That was a very good strike on target there. So, and kudos to Glenmuir High School keeper for getting that one out. That one came with some power there. So a very good strike there from the Morant Bay. And another cross comes, and Morant Bay got an opportunity there to get a goal, but perhaps the player was not settled there, but there's a whistle here. So let us see what is going to happen. It's going to be a corner for Morant Bay. So let us see what happens with this one. And they take it, and it's a good one. And okay, and trying to convert that one, but didn't work out for Morant Bay. All right, so it's a goal kick for Glenmuir, taken short. And let us see. Morant Bay seems to be, stronger in the second half. Not stronger than Glenmuir, but stronger than how they were in the first half. And so I like that. I want to see them stepping up. I want to, and Glenmuir now is advancing. And let us see what they do. They're in the area, in the danger zone. And it's another goal for Glenmuir. Easy finish by the number 11 there. And I believe he's the substitute there. That was a very easy one for Glenmuir. And it's 6-0. So 6-0 in favor of Glenmuir High School. All right. So let us look at this one. So good play. That was a good play there. So the substitute converting that one, the number 11 for Glenmuir. So that was an awesome goal there. All right. So Morant Bay right now is in 6s and perhaps 7s, and so we're hoping that they will get a goal at least in this match. Glenmuir has been dominating, but Morant Bay, they came back in the second half. They look better to me than how they were looking in the first, half. But let us see. But, Glenmuir is definitely taking this one. Now Glenmuir leads 9-0 on aggregate. So Morant Bay there with the ball, losing possession to Glenmuir, back with Morant Bay. And long ball played there to the Glenmuir goalkeeper. So Glenmuir there in their own half here, trying to get closer to the center of the park. And they do that pretty much right now, just around the center. Good clearance there from Morant Bay, and Glenmuir trying to push forward, and play broken up by Morant Bay. All right, and Glenmuir trying to go down, play broken up by Morant Bay. And Glenmuir now, Gordon with the ball, and good play there. And there's a whistle on the play. Let us see what happens. It looks like Gordon is this Gordon? I'll just see. Perhaps was fouled there. Number 10, it looks like. And oh yes, he was fouled. All right, so I'm not sure if the Morant Bay player is going to get a card for that. Perhaps not. Let us see. And perhaps not. So Naron Allen scored there for Glenmuir there, the last goal. And Glenmuir is going to get a free kick here. Morant Bay there, with their wall. And let us see. Number 10 taking this. I believe that's the captain there. Shot from distance. And keeper comes out. Keeper is, oh my gosh, another goal for Glenmuir. Keeper is beaten. All right. And I believe it's another substitute from Glenmuir who gets his name on the scorecard. So 6s and now 7. So Glenmuir leads 7-0 and 10-0 on aggregate. So Color Red is showing it was a good kick taken. The keeper came out swing, lost possession, and Glenmuir made no mistake. in terms of capitalizing that one, converting that into a goal. So Glenmuir now is 7 goals, leading 7 goals to nil. Very easy peasy right now for Glenmuir. You know, it's an easy road. You know, Buju Banton would sing it's not an easy road. Right now, it's an easy road for Glenmuir. And, you know, Glenmuir here with possession right now. So welcome, welcome. Please remember to hit the like button, hit the subscription button. Glenmuir here with a good cross. And it's another goal. Oh, Orel Miller, this looks like it's another goal for Glenmuir. And it's now 8 goals to nil. And this match is really like Glenmuir is making no mistakes with this one. All right, so it's another goal for Glenmuir. It's raining goals in Clarendon right now at the Glenmuir High School. All right, so it's another goal there. All right, so Allen with the assist and the number 17 got that one. I believe it's Orel Miller. Perhaps his second goal. If this is Orel, then this would have been his second goal. All right. So Glenmuir leading 8 goals to nil in this game, and on aggregate, it is 11 goals. So color red here, you know, showing up. And so it's raining goals right now at Glenmuir High School. The match is being played at Glenmuir High School. And Glenmuir with possession just about the center of the field right now. And they're trying to advance. Good pass here. He's onside. And let us see if they get another one here. Good defending by Morant Bay here. Good defending. Good defending there. Perhaps there was a little, I guess there, hesitation from that player there, Glenmuir, perhaps wondering if he was onside, but leave that to the referee. Do what you gotta do, and perhaps, you know, wondering, not wanting to waste the opportunity. So perhaps a good, so definitely Orel Miller there. You know, the number 17 getting that last goal there for Glenmuir. It's the 8-1 in this match. And guys, if you're just tuning in, this is the return leg. So Glenmuir is now leading 11 goals to nil on aggregate. All right. So we're just here, just looking, and the field is looking beautiful there at Glenmuir High School. So Glenmuir color red persons, let me know if you're here. Glenmuir is, you know, showing off right now. It's raining goals right there at Glenmuir Road. And we see a lot of students out, Glenmuir students out watching this one. And Morant Bay trying to advance here, and play broken up by Glenmuir. And this one looks trying to get that out of danger there. So let us see what happens here. Looks like it's a throw-in for Morant Bay. Throw taken. And let us see, they're trying to advance. Play broken up by Glenmuir. Glenmuir trying to switch the play there. And there's a whistle. Okay, a Glenmuir player is down. A Glenmuir player is down right now. So play is, you know, paused right now. The players getting some attention from their team there. So hopefully we try. Okay, I see what happened. So it was just an accident. So a ball just struck him on the head, you know, so that's Kyle Gordon. And I believe they have a concussion protocol. So any such injury, you know, perhaps will cause the game to be halted by the referee. So they're with the number 10. I believe that's Kyle there, the captain. Checking if he's okay. And I guess if he's responding, and he's been brought off the field right now. So hopefully it's okay. It wasn't like a tackle or anything. The ball was just being played. It was a well-paced kick. And I believe it was from a Glenmuir player trying to advance the play, and unfortunately it landed in Kyle's head. So we hope that, he's okay. All right, so right now, ball is back in play. Glenmuir is with possession, and Aurel Miller here, the number 17, is very close. Good cross, but it's a little bit out, has to turn back, but still there with Glenmuir. And let us see, Morant Bay, they're on Glenmuir, so trying to avert danger here, and Morant Bay is with possession, advancing forward. And they're going, and Morant Bay is coming out, and the keeper comes out for Glenmuir, taking this one and preventing any such problem. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, let me just refresh this chat to see if there's any new comments inside the chat here. All right, so Glenmuir now, and good challenge. Let me see what happens. Yes, good challenger from Morant Bay to break up that play from Glenmuir there. And now Morant Bay is with possession, passes over to another player, but loses to Glenmuir. And Glenmuir passes this to their keeper. And Morant Bay is on. And let us see here, Morant Bay, a whistle is on the play. So let us see what is happening. So a free kick is awarded to Morant Bay right now. Just about the center, long ball taken, cleared by Glenmuir. And possession is with Glenmuir in Morant Bay's, in their half. So let's see if Morant Bay can, and beautiful ball here going down, good crossover, and intercepted by Morant Bay there. All right, so welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, it's Glenmuir 8 and Morant Bay 0. So Glenmuir leads 11 goals to 0 on aggregate. So in the first encounter, Glenmuir scored 3 goals. Morant Bay did not score. So this is the second leg. And Glenmuir now has 8 goals so far in this one. So on aggregate, they lead 11 goals to 0. All right, so Glenmuir is with possession right now. And right now it's 61 minutes have gone in this game. So welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, remember to hit the like button. We can do better with, hitting the like button and the subscription button as well. Glenmuir there, and Glenmuir has a good opportunity to score, and they missed this one. Good clearance by Morant Bay here. All right, so kudos to that player, not able to see the number there, but Morant Bay did well there in denying Glenmuir that opportunity from capitalizing on that opportunity. So Kyle Gordon is not going to continue, so that's the captain for Glenmuir. So Tavon Coleman is being given the captain's armband right now. So we hope that Kyle will be okay. So again, it was just a long pace, strong ball that was, coming from another teammate, and it landed in his head. And so I am really happy though that he realized that he's not in, the best position right now to continue the game. That's a lot of maturity and responsibility there being shown by Kyle. And we just want to, wish him all the best, and hopefully he'll be fine. All right. So we don't want, you know, our players not to be okay. All right. So Glenmuir. So there's a pause right now on the play. And Kyle Gordon is replaced as well by Tishon Rowe. All right, so Glenmuir with possession right now. And long ball played over into Glenmuir's half. And Glenmuir there just, I guess, cruising. Long pass, and it's a good ball. Lovely ball. And good chance here. And turns, and let us see, cross comes in. And not well positioned. And so Morant Bay is now with this one, trying to move forward, you know, and long pass there and trying to get that over. Glenmuir, you know, good defending there, gets this one and try to say, okay, avert danger there. And it's with the Glenmuir players just cruising around in their half here. And let us see. Glenmuir just moving around, just taking it easy. They know it's their game right now, so they are changing the pace of this game when they want to change the pace of this game. That is what I am getting here. And so when they feel as if, okay, let us slow down, let us, you know, catch our breaths, they're doing that. Wow. And then they miss this one to Morant Bay. And it's a long shot by Golden. Perhaps the best opportunity that Morant Bay has gotten, but they missed this one. So Glenmuir was there just cruising around until number 10, I believe Golden of Morant Bay came in and just, you know, snatched that ball, but unfortunately did not get to capitalize on this one. And Glenmuir here, keeper beaten, but defender was there to support the goalkeeper on that one. So good defensive right there from, you know, Morant Bay. All right, so it's going to be a corner kick for Glenmuir here. And, you know, as always, again, the set plays are very, I guess, important. So let us see what Glenmuir does with this one. Welcome, welcome if you're just tuning in. So it's a corner taken, and that goes out by a Morant Bay player there. So no problems there for Morant Bay. And now Morant Bay is over into Glenmuir's half. Good defending there to break that play. All right, from Glenmuir, but the Morant Bay is still with possession or gets the possession back. Cross comes over to Golden, but the keeper comes out and, you know, releases that to Allen, and Glenmuir is with possession with this one. Trying to move forward just in the center of the park there. Ball goes forward. Two players are there and space is there. And it looks like this is going to be a penalty. And it's a red card for the number 8 of Morant Bay. So Antonio Goldburn had a yellow card from the first half. So now it's now a red card. So straight red, and that was a nasty tackle. So Morant Bay is going to be down to 10 players. So I guess that tackle by Goldburn will just make it easier for Glenmuir, who is pretty much leading this one 8-0. Let me see. Oh, it was just outside the penalty box. So it's going to be a free kick. All right, so let us see if Glenmuir can convert this free kick into a goal. All right, so Morant Bay as their wall. All right, and Glenmuir has 3 players standing behind the ball there. So I'm not too sure who is going to take this one. All right. So it looks like the number 8 is going to take this one. Well, and shot goes over. I guess he was trying to go for goal, but not this one. Not this time, and that's okay. Glenmuir leads 8-0 in this game and 11-0 on aggregate. So Glenmuir is doing okay, and right now we're gonna get a throw in for Glenmuir. All right, and just looking at Glenmuir's field, very good field there at the school. So all right, so Glenmuir has coverage and opportunity to score. And let us see. All right, strike taken, but good save there for the keeper. Not enough in terms of strength or power behind that one. All right, so Glenmuir back with possession here. And Glenmuir is trying to slow this game down, just changing. And again, they know that they have control of this one. So they're like, Morant Bay, you're going to play our game. We're not playing your game. You're going to play our game. So Glenmuir, good swing. Let us see Watson. And good shot there by Johnson, but the keeper there, good in terms of getting that one out. And then there was the rebound, but unfortunately, Glenmuir was not able to capitalize on that. And I believe Glenmuir is going to have a throw in right now. Yes, that's the situation right now. Throw taken, and it goes out again. And it's going to be another throw for Glenmuir. And let us see what will happen from this one. Throw taken. And Morant Bay player there is on. Number 17 doing well. Good defending from Morant Bay to get that one out. And it's back with Glenmuir at about the center of the park here. And Glenmuir is in possession, trying to get that forward into Morant Bay's half. And they get a chance now. And good chance there, but not so. And Morant Bay players are there. Glenmuir with a long shot, and no, deflected there for a corner kick to Glenmuir. So 71 minutes have passed in this one. And it is Glenmuir leading 8-0. All right, so it's a corner kick for Glenmuir. And let us see what happens. So Glenmuir has had 5 corners compared to 3 for Morant Bay. And just waiting for the corner to be taken. So this looks like Wallace is going to take this one. Good corner taken, but cleared there by Morant Bay. And there's a whistle on the play. And Glenmuir is going to get a throw in here. And short throw taken. And Glenmuir is still with possession and going to the center there. I guess trying to change their game. And they're on the right-hand side now. Good cross. And the keeper comes out and take this one. All right, perhaps too much, pace on that one. And long ball over into Glenmuir's half and easily handled here by the Glenmuir defense. Passing that on to the keeper who plays it out. And we're right now at the center of the park here with Glenmuir with possession. All right, so let us see what is happening here. So still in the center, Glenmuir plays the ball forward. Morant Bay defenders are there, and no worries there for Morant Bay this time around. All right, so the keeper has possession right now. That's the Morant Bay keeper, and long shot played about to the center, taken there by Glenmuir. Glenmuir with possession, and taken now by Morant Bay. There's a whistle there. So there's a pause on this one. Free kick. So Stets is leading Irwin 2-0 right now in their game. All right, so Glenmuir has possession right now. Watson, okay. All right, so keeper. Perhaps the player did not believe he was onside, so we realized that. And I'm like, okay, and that's what I'll say, you know, just go. If it works, it works, because sometimes you doubt you're onside when you actually are, and that kind of, you know, breaks the play or the flow of the play, which we saw just now with that Glenmuir player. All right, so Glenmuir with possession in their half. And the keeper missed that one, okay? Not any troubles there. Glenmuir trying to move forward, but at their pace, for sure. They're saying it's our game and we dictate, you know, when and how. And so they have been showing us that, you know, they have been changing the pace of this game. And all right, and so Glenmuir still in their half, and Morant Bay trying to get that, and Glenmuir now passes to the center, and good position there, whistle. And I guess Johnson was offside this time. All right, so yeah, just work with the referee. All right, so nothing eventful right now. So there's a pause on the play. So we're just waiting for the ball to be back in play, and some substitutions are being made by Glenmuir right now. And we're just waiting for the ball to be back in play. Welcome if you're just tuning in. We're just bringing you live commentary, and the ball is back in play. Glenmuir with possession, and loses possession to Morant Bay. Back with Glenmuir, just about the center of the park here. And still with Glenmuir, trying to move forward. And the number 7 is on this one. And trying to get this cross. Oh, wow. Good challenge there from Morant Bay, the number 6 player, I believe. And it's going to be a corner for Glenmuir High. And the number 6 is down for Morant Bay, being assisted by his keeper there, teammate. Looks to be okay. So the referee is signaling that is ready. Glenmuir, perhaps they're going to take a short one here. No, long one in. That was a trick. And header on, but it's over the bar here, all right? So Glenmuir misses on that opportunity. So welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, it's Glenmuir leading this one. 8-0, and they lead overall 11-0 on aggregate. Remember to hit the like button, the subscription button, all right? So don't be afraid to hit the like button and the subscription button. All right, so Glenmuir 8 and Morant Bay is yet to score. All right, so welcome, welcome. And as you know, I am trying to fill big shoes. Well, I'm not trying because I can't. So I'm just wearing my shoes, okay? So Ruan is not here to give you live commentary. So I'm just trying to do my best. All right, so ball back in play with Glenmuir. Loses possession to Morant Bay. Back with Glenmuir. And Glenmuir is trying to change the game. So they're back in their half, back to the keeper, and go in there. And let us see Glenmuir now moving forward. And Watson, there's a nasty tackle there. He's brought down, and this looks like it's going to be a red card for Morant Bay. So I believe Morant Bay is going to be down to what, 9 players right now. 9 players right now. This is the second red card they're receiving. So this is really misery for Morant Bay. So going down there, and it's perhaps going to be a free kick because it looks like just outside that penalty box. So let's see. So Morant Bay, they're down to 9 players right now. 2 players receive, red cards. And the referee is placing his mark there for Glenmuir now to take a free kick. Watson and Wallace behind this one for Glenmuir. So let's see who is going to take it. Whistle. And Wallace is going to take it, and it's spaced over the bar there. So no worries there. That one was just too high. All right, so goal kick taken short by Morant Bay. Just seeing Andrew Peart, a look from Andrew Peart, and right now with Glenmuir, I am expecting, they're doing well, mark you, but given, I guess after a few goals, they're not, pushing so much. And so I am not too sure, why that would be the case, but they're not pushing so much. They've pretty much slowed down somewhat in terms of the intensity of this one. It's not so strong right now for Glenmuir, but perhaps because they're comfortable leading this one 11-0 on aggregate. So Glenmuir is not in any danger or anything. It's an easy road, right? Right now, Morant Bay feeling it, and they know. So it's very much an easy peasy for Glenmuir with this one. But, I like to see when the teams are, just pushing. But for me, it appears that the intensity from Glenmuir's side, as, somewhat died down. So would want to see that. And I guess it speaks to, the quality of the team. And I guess Morant Bay right now, guys, Morant Bay, they're down to 9 players. And that kind of support what I'm saying here. You know, they're down to 9 player, more that Glenmuir can do. But Glenmuir is moving forward right now. Perhaps hearing me from this end. Not too sure what. They lose his possession to Morant Bay, and they're trying to go the other way, of course. And as you know, Morant Bay right now is outnumbered. They're down to 9 players. And I would want to see Glenmuir, you know, capitalizing on this some more. And that's what I was referring to earlier when I say, you know, the intensity is, you know, is dying. It has died down. So back with Glenmuir. And this looks like half side here. Oh no, a player is down from Morant Bay. So number 10. All right, seeing some Glenmuir students there. And so the medical staff of Morant Bay here being brought to assist this number 10 player on field. So we'll just wait to see what happens. So there's a pause on the play right now. Welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, we're bringing you live commentary or update because I am not so good with commentating. Live updates from Glenmuir Road. So Glenmuir High School right there in Maypen, Clarendon. Do I have some colored persons here in the chat? Let me know. And Morant Bay from St. Thomas, but right now Glenmuir is leading 8-0, and overall they lead 11-0. So Glenmuir is pretty much confirming their place right now in the quarterfinals. They have cemented their place. I can't see Morant Bay coming back. We have gone like 85 minutes have gone in this one, and now Glenmuir is there right in the box, and they missed this opportunity or missed an opportunity where they could capitalize on. But as I say, you know, Glenmuir, they seem to be playing, you know, very comfortable. They're not pushing so much. So again, that intensity I am not seeing much. So free kick here for Morant Bay, just close to the center of the park. And they're now, Glen loses possession to Glenmuir. And Glenmuir trying to make that cross and gets it beautiful. And it goes outside of the net there. So no worries for the Morant Bay goalkeeper. And player could have done better. Has had the opportunity to just settle some more instead of stretching for that one. And so, yeah, more time was there, but perhaps did not recognize that. So again, it's Glenmuir 8 and Morant Bay is yet to score in this encounter. They did not score in the first encounter. And so Glenmuir is leading 11-0 on aggregate. So let us see here. Glenmuir plays a long ball and they're going again. So let us see. And beating that defender there, but good defensive work there from Morant Bay. And they are holding out Glenmuir with 9 players. And, you know, I was thinking that Glenmuir would be capitalizing on this some more. But, you know, let us see again, they're comfortable, I guess, in position. Glenmuir now moving forward. And let us see what will happen. And the defenders from Morant Bay, they're not giving them the opportunity. So they play further wide. And let us see here, Morant Bay, they're on. And, you know, kudos to Morant Bay, you know, defending so well here in the latter parts, these last few minutes, they have been doing well defending, and they are down to 9 players. So Glenmuir is yet to capitalize on that. And now good ball plays over to the number 14, and he has a position to score, and Morant Bay breaks that play. So again, good defensive work there from that Morant Bay player. And this is what I'm telling you, Morant Bay, they seem to be denying Glenmuir some opportunities, right? And it's another corner kick here for Glenmuir. So let us see what Glenmuir will do with this one. Let us see. And corner kick taken. It's a good one and it's a goal. It's a good one. It's another goal for Glenmuir, and it looks like the number 9. All right, so it's the number 9. It's another goal for the Color Red team. And Glenmuir Nation, Color Red Nation loves this one. Color Red, you know, Color Red, Color Red, Color Red. And I'm looking and I see Miss Holmes. I just spotted Miss Holmes there. And Miss Holmes, for sure, you know, loves football. So, and this is what I'm talking about. Glenmuir, you know, has the opportunity to capitalize on these chances. So I'm happy to see that, you know, because the intensity for me was just a bit, you know, low, given that, you know, Morant Bay, they're down to 9 players. So good one there going for Glenmuir. So in this one, it's 9-0. So Glenmuir now leads 12-0 on aggregate. All right, so it's the end. 90 minutes. And the referee has seen enough, and that's it. And Glenmuir pretty much, you know, demolished Morant Bay here to cement their place in the quarterfinal. All right, so, and we hope that Kyle Gordon, the captain there for Glenmuir, is doing okay. You know, unfortunately, a team member was, you know, pacing a ball and it landed in his head. So we just hope that he's okay. But what I'm happy for is that he recognized that he was not able to continue and, you know, said that. So that is good, you know, there. So Glenmuir are not, you know, taking any chances here. And so it's 12-0 on aggregate. All right, so Glenmuir in this encounter, 9 and Morant Bay 0. All right, so that's the end of this one. And guys, before you leave, ensure that you hit the like button. And I'm just going to go to the page where if you'd like to call in and, you know, share some views on this one, you can definitely call. Would love to hear from you. So right now we're just waiting to see who is the player of the match and just to get some final statistics in this one. So if you're just tuning in, it's the end of this game, and at full time, it's Glenmuir I on 9 and Morant Bay 0. So Glenmuir 9-0. And on aggregate, Glenmuir took this one 12-0. All right, so congratulations to Glenmuir High School and well done, Morant Bay High. And as I say, you know, all the time, support your teams, win, lose, or draw. The students, they have done a lot in terms of preparing, you know, it's a lot in terms of the physical, and not just the physical, but the mental. And a lot of these students, they're trying to balance, you know, daCosta Cup competition with academics. And so support them in whatever way you can, you know, show up for them, you know, congratulate them, and, you know, just, you know, support them in whatever that they want to do, our students, right? So whether it's football, basketball, volleyball, academics, whatever it is, you know, let us, you know, support them. They need that. So again, if you're just tuning in, it is Glenmuir 9-0, and I'm going to give you the statistics very soon. But also I'm seeing Aaron. Welcome, Aaron. So let me just try and give you some updates that I have in terms of other matches. So I can tell you that, Stets, they were leading Irwin. The last update that I have, Stets was leading Irwin 2-0, and that would have been 3-0 on aggregate. All right. So I'm yet to receive an update regarding the BB Coke one. So I'll let you know if that comes in before we end this one. All right. And let us see here. So the play of the match here seems to be DeAndre. DeAndre Johnson for Glenmuir, and he got 4 assists and a goal, so making him the player of the match here. All right, so DeAndre Johnson of Glenmuir High School getting that one. All right, so welcome. We're pretty much, wrapping up this one, but just to let you know that the last update was Stets leading Irwin 2-0, and Glenmuir just, I guess demolished, Morant Bay, 12 goals on aggregate. So they have cemented, really concretized their place in that quarterfinals. But, kudos going out to all the supporting staff from both teams, the coach of Morant Bay High School. And there is always, next season. Unfortunately, Morant Bay, they went down to 9 players because they lost 2 players, courtesy of, red cards. And so I really appreciate the fact though that, with 9 players, they denied Glenmuir some chances, quite a few chances, because at one point I felt that Glenmuir, the intensity was dying, it wasn't so strong. And I was like, perhaps they're just comfortable where they are. But, I saw Morant Bay stepping up and, denying them some chances, with 9 players. So for me, kudos. You can still see that the team, they have some strength there, Morant Bay. And so I guess it's just going back to the drawing board for them and building back for next season, right? So definitely we want to see Morant Bay next season doing well, very well. So again, if you're just tuning in, it's 12 goals on aggregate for Glenmuir, 12-0. And I tried to fill some big shoes, but I can't, so I just walk in my own shoes. All right, guys. And I'm looking at the chat. Carlton, Soji, welcome, Soji, and blessings to you too, Soji. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And let me just see if I am receiving any further updates here in the context of, what is happening in the context of games. So as you know, in this round 2, the teams are playing each other twice. So it's home and away, and it's going to be on aggregate in terms of moving forward, right? So welcome again. Do not leave without hitting the like button and the subscription button. I'm sure that all the persons here perhaps have not yet subscribed. And if you are not, familiar with this space, this is a safe space where we share and learn from each other. It's not just about, schoolboy football. There's a program here for everyone, but it's the daCosta Cup, and we're doing that when it is track and field. We do that. We talk about, issues too. And so there's lots to learn from. So hit the subscription button, man. Don't leave without subscribing. You know, we're trying our best to update you as best as possible. So I believe you can just hit that subscription button. And, you know, tomorrow, Centralize and William Nib. So in their first encounter, it was a 0-0 draw. And so we are going to be here tomorrow, all being well for that in terms of live commentary and, you know, updates. So stay tuned for that. So we cannot show you video, unfortunately, because we do not have, you know, the rights to do that. But what we can do is, you know, we can share, you know, updates as we go along or as the games are being played and as we receive them. So right now, as I said, the last update with Stets was leading Irwin 2-0. I'm yet to get an update regarding the BB Coke, you know, game. So that part is missing. All right, let me just, I believe we're getting a call here. Hello, caller. Hold a second, let me try get this to go through the system. Hold a second, Soji. It's not coming up. Just hold a moment. So I'm just trying to get this caller on so you guys can hear. And I am not sure what is happening. Sometimes these things work and another time they don't. I'm just trying to get you on, but it's not coming up. But let me just try one more time. All right, looks like it might work this time. All right, should work. All right, go ahead, Soji. Let us see if it's going now. Yeah, it seemed to be working now.
Yeah, I never know that you was online today.
Well, it's because of the schedule, and I can't really say like I'm going to do this. So it like I came on perhaps 15 minutes late for the start of this one, because when I actually came on, Glenmuir scored about 3 goals already.
Okay, so what was the score? So how many matches played today?
Perhaps about 3 matches. I can double check. I can check that one. Perhaps about 3 games. But you know, so Glenmuir, I know Stets and Irwin, they're playing, but tomorrow there are going to be a few games playing tomorrow. Because I guess they want to find out.
I will tell you how many game plays.
I'm going to tell you what was playing today. So today is, all right, let's look on this one. So Paul Bogle and BB Coke, they were playing today as well, but I haven't received any updates.
Glenmuir scored 9 goals.
In this one, yes, 9 goals. And on aggregate 12. So the on aggregate is 12 goals to 0. So they have cemented their place in the quarterfinals.
What they played?
Round 2 now to move on to the quarterfinals.
Oh. So it's just the winner. So you play one team and each, as you lose, you're gone now. They don't do it in zone again.
As you lose, you're gone in this round. So what happens? You play the team twice. So Glenmuir went to, I guess, somewhere in St. Thomas to play Morant Bay. The first leg, so it's like a home and away.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So once, so they did like a seeded, so you have teams that are seeded and they decide who plays with who. So they did that the other day and show us in terms of the seeded teams, and I guess so once you, so right now, so for example, tomorrow Central and William Nib, they're going to play, but they had a 0-0 draw. So tomorrow's game is going to be very important for both teams.
Yeah, because I watched when I watched the Ochi and Happy Grove match. But when Ochi lost 2-1, but they should won the match at least four before halftime. Won't have chances. So they're playing back tomorrow.
Yeah, they're playing back tomorrow as well. Yeah.
And Dintil playing tomorrow too.
Dintil playing tomorrow. Cedric Titus and Taki, they're playing back tomorrow. Clarendon College
and Black River.
Yeah.
I don't like how they do it now, man. It's just not out one match and you're out.
Well,
they should zone them.
I don't know, but it's that's how they're doing that right now.
The president should come and just put them into a zone and let everybody play each person once, like the first time.
Maybe
in the inter zone. You know.
Well,
that's what should happen.
The first round they got to play everybody, you know.
Yes, no, but remember how it used to go. We used to play everybody twice in the first round.
In the first round.
Yeah, and we go to a second round where we play each team play. It was that at that time it was 6 teams into a zone. And you play everybody once. And the 2 with the most points end up playing semi-final, playing the other 2 teams from the other group. From group A, because it was group A and group B. Group 1 and group 2.
So you see, after this now, once they go in the quarterfinals, they're going to zone them again. I think that's my understanding. So they're going to, you're going to have, I guess, 4 teams in each zone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I understand. Or what you should just zone them from now and they play each other, because sometimes the better team get dropped out from in the first round. In the first round. Because knockout is a thing, knockout is a situation where you go and play knockout and you just lose.
No, but the first round wasn't a knockout round. They got to play.
No, I'm talking in the quarterfinal. Suppose Clarendon College have a bad day, a rainfall, and they go to a team. And last.
That's what happened to Glenmuir last season. The first match of the lose a season and they just drop out.
Yeah, so they shouldn't do that, man. Just zone up, just zone everybody. If you're going to zone, if you have to put 5 teams into a group, you put them and let them play each other. And then the winner of those 4 group just go to the semi-final. That's it.
Well, I believe they're going to play everybody in their group, and then the winner for the 4 go into the semi-final. I don't think.
Yeah, we know that, but we're talking about these teams that's good. Some of these teams that's going on now, because some of these teams
in round 2. Okay, round 2. Okay.
You should be no knockout situation until they reach semi-final. You just group them up, but someone at East have to talk, because if you want the competition to grow and to see play, you have to leave the group, you play them into a group situation. Or if the team that finished first and second, those teams should automatically qualify to the inter zone. Then the 3rd place team, if you want 2 of them or 3 of them to come join the team, you put those teams to play the knockout.
Well, they did that pretty much now, but they just do it this way. So first and second from each zone, move on to round 2. And I think that they took the 3 best placed 3rd teams that came in.
Right. So what they should do is let those teams play them one another twice and come into the group.
All right, so right now in round 2, we have 32 teams. So what would you do? You would zone them in groups of what? 4s or having 8 groups? How would you do it?
All right, if it's 32 and you put them in group of 4.
You would have 8 zones.
You know, right. No, so you just put them in a group of 4. In 4 zone.
Well,
you understand?
It would be 8 zones. So, and perhaps you see, because sponsorship and I guess tell it and trying to, I guess, complete the matches in a set period of time, perhaps that is.
No, that is what matching up. That is what we should improve on Manning Cup and daCosta Cup, where this season should carry on to next year, because and don't make the guys they just make the league carry on to say in January read that instead of rush it to play it now, because to improve the players then, because many of these players live in some deep rural area where they cannot get to go to a club, so they play that they can get spotted.
Well,
You understand?
I'm not sure, you know, the plans that Issa, the plans that Issa has, but this is pretty much what is the case right now. Yeah.
Well, we have to live by it, but we need somebody, maybe if somebody by the time after sit tackle, if Mr. Fabs and them, they're still there. Because Issa, I think Issa is the best organization that run in Jamaica at the moment. It may be not great, but we have to give them credit. Because Issa going on from when they start Pepsi, Manning Cup and all those things from 1909 and daCosta Cup. So we have to give them credit to continue with it all these years. Did you know that it was so long they were playing?
I don't know. I can't speak to that.
Yeah. That time it was Monroe dominating the Schoolboy, the daCosta Cup, and Jamaica College, Kingston College, those teams dominating them there. And then Veer, it was the Clarinet team, them one of the time take over in the 70s, take over at Schoolboy football. And then the CC and the Veer and then Dintil come up, and that time Zone C, all winners used to come from Zone C back in the 70s to the 80s. It was Zone C dominating Schoolboy football. Dintil Veer and CC. There was a 3 dominant team in those days. Then the team, Mobe team come take back over Carnoa and Rossi's. Yeah.
Okay.
And then and then Glenmuir start to come up there, and in your time Glenmuir come and when Glenmuir when Glenmuir coming and playing against us, Glenmuir in those days was getting pure 6 and 7, so it's good to see them giving them back to team now.
Yeah, Glenmuir has been doing well for a good while now, so that is good because with
because at school when the guy there, the guy named, it's not Cyrus, the guy named from Glenmuir, but he was good. But them lose the final the year to and then come back the next year, come win. Ready? To Godfish Stewart. But that team, they should win back-to-back title. They lose the title here, and Jackie Walters come back and take them to victory.
Yeah, I was there when Jackie was there, so I experienced some of that.
Yeah, man, Jackie's my friend, man, and Mr. Ratcliffe was my friend, man. When Mr. Ratcliffe come England, we come down there and see him when he win the cup. I tell you, he beat Frome in the final.
Oh yeah, I was at that game.
Then the guy, you didn't know Chicana then?
I'm not too sure. I don't know.
Because he come from Center, I'm give Jackie that boy.
Yeah,
Then
but
he was at the
so
match.
but and you know that Mr. Ratcliffe was also the president of ISA at one point.
I know he was the president.
Yeah.
I know that. When Jamaica played England, and he come and he was the president, and that time I think so I was coming back to coach because I forgot to do some military duty, so I was coming back to do no coaching. Yeah. But he did a good job in his time. He retired now.
Should.
Yeah. So, but I said, after the Glenmuir, they got through to the next round, which is good. Hope until come to this team now.
Yeah, we want to see the Clarendon School. I'm very confident. CC is going to go through. CC just having a good run. So you know, I'm just kind of just wanting to see Central get out too. So I want them to get out tomorrow. So I'm definitely going to try and.
How their first game went?
It was a 0-0 draw with William Nip. So they went to, I guess, perhaps Mobe somewhere there to play. So this one is going to be played in Clarendon. I think at Glenmuir Field. Glenmuir has a very good surface, by the way. It looks good.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks good. So before I go, Soji, how are things going your side of the world? Things good with you?
Yeah, things good with me. That's good times. And I'm supposed to I was supposed to call and talk to you about yes, say you busy when I call us that you never get to answer. So I just said, you know what, you may be busy with, so I just said, because you remember when I was at least not talking about that.
Okay.
But anyway, when I look and see how things are, I have to give God thanks and praise because so then this thing now, I see it's just pure foolishness going on with our football girls.
I don't even want to talk about that. Just what you don't bring that one up. Perhaps we can talk to. I don't know if tomorrow I'm going to have the time, but I'm gonna try to see if I can do live commentary. If I get help, I'm gonna try and see if that can work tomorrow. So perhaps people can chime in. But I see the things going on, but I really don't want to talk about that.
Okay, all right. Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
So only hope the girls that can win because that team will take 7 from should never win. Right, you say don't want to talk about it. But tomorrow, well, hopefully your Clarendon team can go through tomorrow because Glenmuir gone through already and you have Clarendon.
They seem like they're going to go through because trust me, then deal with the cartridge. Yeah, then deal with the cartridge in the first round. So they seem.
Okay.
I don't see no reason why. And Garvey must see up too. Garvey, okay. Yeah, man. Garvey going with a bag of things. Veer, no, they lost. They lost the first leg to who did Veer play again? Veer. But I know that they lost to.
All right. How much?
Probably about 2 or 3. Was Veer playing with From? Yeah, Veer played with From Tech on Saturday, and I believe they lost 4-1 or something like that. Right? So Veer has a lot to do in terms of catching up. So, you know, they're
what you can turn it around. By the way, is Happy Grove. They're going in Portland. And up there, you don't really get chance, but they can go up there and turn it around.
Yeah,
hopefully.
So we'll see how that goes. And Clarendon College, as I said, they did very well. 8-0. So they're going in with 8 goals already.
That tie finish.
Yeah, man.
So
that's done.
He can put his reserve team. And the other team is who now?
So Garvey going in. So Garvey scored 7 goals. So Garvey going in.
That finish.
So Central now in a show go on there. So anybody game that because you know.
Where's Central playing?
They're playing at Glenmuir, so that should be a little better because they traveled. So they'll perhaps, you know, be better in terms of advantage playing at Glenmuir Field, I believe there. Yeah. Which other Clarendon school may I miss? I think that's enough. Edwin Allen and McGraw. They are going to play Edwin Allen, but how did that match go? I think McGraw leads that one, you know, 1-0. So that one is still up for grabs, I'll say. Edwin Allen and McGraw. So yeah, for sure. Yeah, so we'll by tomorrow though, by tomorrow. Yeah, William, by tomorrow all the games should be finalized, I think, in terms of who moving forward. So we should know by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. So we'll talk Soji because I have to wrap this one up because I have another appointment that I need to run on to. But we'll catch up.
We'll catch up. We're short one of them today.
Okay, no worries. Take care.
All right. Take care of yourself. Yeah.
All right.
All right, cool.
So guys, thank you so much for sticking and staying with us. We have to wrap this one up, and do not leave without liking and subscribing. As I said before, there's a program here for everyone. So just remember to hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and also turn on your post notification. And you know what I want to say to you two is not just thank you for sticking and staying, but thank you for making this space, for keeping this space a safe one where we can continue to share and learn from each other, and where everyone feels, you know, a sense of community. Trending Sports, I see you, Aaron. I see you there, Aaron. So again, thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow when we'll bring in something football for sure. And you know, so take care, blessings and love everyone, and take care. Bye for now.
Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so that you can listen to the different voices in education. Stay tuned.